0.2. Okay, cool. Good job. Looking good, guys. Looking good, guys. That's obviously me. Looking good, guys. Good job. Mighty bite clamp. It's looking good, guys.
So just keep it at, let's call it fixture plate off one. Does that work or yeah? I want two on it. Perfect, we need a post. Turn this in. 450. You just put it in there. I just put right here, we call 451, save. 255, we're good. So you should be good if you're set. I mean, hit.
So I think you're ready to roll. It's looking good, guys. I'll put it right here. One, two, three, go.
So instead of an indicating band, we put two 3/8 dowel pins that were placed about 2 inches in from either side of the part, and they're on the same center line, and we use those to tram our fixture. So putting that into the fixture, we can put the pins into the T-slot and snug it up against the far side, and from there you can bring in each screw and fasten it against the far side of the part with the Allen wrench. After all the manufacturing processes were completed, our project results are as follows. The fixture itself was able to be machined with little trouble. The only difficulty is that there are still some sharp corners on the fixture itself after it was machined. This could be remedied by adding in more chamfers during the cutting operation to reduce the sharp edges. Once we had the fixture, we were able to secure all our locating elements as well as our clamps. During the testing process where we cut the tool height gauge holder parts, the clamps were able to adequately hold these parts. We saw little to no vibration of the part during these cutting operations. This indicates that we could even ramp up any of the given feeds and speeds. One of our unique features of our fixture was our dowel pin alignment for the CNC machine axis. The dowel pins were able to go against the T-slot and indicate parallel to the machine axis. This was quick and efficient and worked very well. In conclusion, our project goal was to design a fixture that could hold both CNC operations for machining the tool height gauge holders. The fixture had to be able to load and unload in under a minute. It had to withstand the cutting forces and had to be able to indicate parallel to the CNC machine's axis. We were able to accomplish all this, and we were able to do it with the stock provided and the standard parts that were available to us. During the tool height gauge holder cutting, we were able to locate the primary datum using the flat surface of the tooling plate. The secondary datum was located by a locating rail, and the tertiary datum was located with a dowel pin. The fixture indicated parallel to the machine axis with 2 dowel pins on the bottom of the fixture plate. We did cutting force calculations as well as applying a factor of safety to determine the clamping needed. We then ran FEA on our clamping model to determine if it would work. The 2 clamps were opposite the locating rails on both operations, and this proved to be effective as the parts did not move. In the end, we were able to produce a finished holder for the tool height gauge holder. The recommendations for future use would be to increase the cycle time by increasing the feeds and speeds of the tool height gauge holder cuts. We think this would be easily done and would not prove to be any difficulty to the clamps themselves. One of another issue that we saw is that our fixture setup had the first operations perpendicular to second operation. This meant that tightening the clamps was a little difficult because you had to go in between the 2 parts themselves. This could be increased in cycle time by having the parts not perpendicular but parallel to one another. That way the operator can just go in and tighten it all at once without having to reach into any gaps. Lastly, another recommendation will be able to have the tool height gauge holders touch off on one location on the fixture base. This would allow for one working coordinate system and would allow for faster cutting of these parts. We believe that this would produce a faster cycle time and get more tool height gauge holders out on the market. Thank you.